Culture with Pat here with the cast of the Runarounds talking about their new series on Prime Video. Great to meet you guys and thank you so much for your time today.
Hey,
Hey, thanks
thanks,
for
man.
having
You as
us.
I
well.
appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're very welcome. So, wanted to start things off for you guys. I'm going to start with Will, and this question's for all of you guys. There's a lot of outside noise that these guys have to deal with in trying to make this band succeed, like trying to find other jobs, just different relationships, etc. So, can you talk about what it was like navigating that with your characters in this series?
Yeah, I think at the heart of it, each character just wants to do music. And the whole kind of essence of the runarounds is how to get to that. It's not an easy step to take. There's going to be all these sorts of obstacles. In Charlie's case, it's his family's expectations of going to college. Both his parents are kind of artists in a sense, and they kind of wanted a more secure future for him. But Charlie really didn't want anything else, and I think it was a really fun story to tell. I think there's a lot of people that they want to go out and just pursue that dream, but it takes a lot of risk and a lot of guts.
Yeah, I mean, you'll hear a lot of people say like, "Don't do it. Go to college, get a job." I actually, what's funny is I auditioned for this show because someone in my life was telling me I need to get a job. So someone sent me the audition. I was like, I got a job, you know, doing what I love, which is playing music, hanging out with buds.
With the boys. I think it's outside noise is one of those things that it literally doesn't matter what you're doing, whether it's music or acting or sports or like comedians. It's like anytime you're doing something, particularly on a high level, there's going to be outside noise. There's going to be people that are chirping you, and you just it's a part of the process. It means you're doing something right in a way.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's important to try, I mean, to an extent, to try not to listen to a lot of the outside noise. If you have something that you really want to pursue, and you feel it within yourself that it's what you got to do. Yeah, I think like everybody's saying, there's always noise for everybody. And so, just trying to, I mean, with songwriting, it's nice because you can put a lot of that noise into music and speak about it and kind of have an opinion through what you get to do. And so, yeah, I think if you just keep your head down and maintain good friendships, a lot of that noise can go away, especially when you're on stage together.
And in a world that can be tough on with people on like that have dreams like the runarounds, what keeps each of your characters going?
I think the love of the thing. I think that's the biggest fuel, right? I think each of the characters, even in real life, like music's something I can't live without. And I think all our characters feel the same way, and that's the major fuel. And as Jesse said,
Friendship.
friendship keeps it going because it's not a solo battle. You gotta have your crew. Hardly anything can be accomplished alone like that. You have to have a support system and people in a similar mindset. I don't want to take too much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're only as good as the people around you,
Mhm.
and without the good grace of others, it's like it's pretty hard to go anywhere. It's all about the journey together.
For my character Neil, it was a lot. I mean, the love for music for sure is main, but I think he's also doing it for his dad in a lot of ways, who was a musician and did that while he was young, and then starts a painting company, and so I think he's kind of trying to uh, do that, and I think his dad is an inspiration for him to put in all he's got. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the boys are they're kind of covering the scope. It's for characters like my own and for Will's character as well. There is no other option. It's like this is going to happen, and so it's like gonna chase it whether that's smart or not. And do the thing.
Yeah, I think, especially for Topher's character, I mean, I think this season is just a continuous story of kind of like friendship winning out over so many other different things. And I think, of course, I'll co-sign what my brothers here have said. I mean, it's a love of music too, right? But I mean, friendship and music are driving so many of the individual decisions that each of the characters make. Of course, that's true in real bands too, right? And I think that's part of the beauty in the writing here.
Yeah, and last question for you guys. You guys have been telling stories through your music for several years now. So what was it like to kind of switch up that medium and do it through acting for this series?
Hmm.
Oh man, I mean, it's the coolest thing ever. I mean, we jumped on board with the vision of like doing this as a TV show, but like actually just being there and doing it was like a whole different experience. There's so many nuances that you can convey with television, so much story. Because I feel like sometimes with songwriting, when you're listening to artists, you have to kind of dive deeper and understand like what's going on in their lives. Why did they write that? And this show does such a cool job at showcasing what these characters are going through and what might have inspired those songs. So I feel like the medium switch up was really unique and showcasing the music in a different light.
It's like 8 hours as opposed to 40 minutes on an album.
Sure.
And the scope of the whole thing was crazy too. You got 200 people working 12 hours a day, 5 days a week to make this huge thing that doesn't work without everybody just working as hard as they can on it. And I think that was the coolest part for me, was just the scope and how many people were working on it.
Absolutely. I think the switch in mediums was a total just gift to experience, because like with songwriting, at least I'm often trying to tap into things I felt when I was younger, or that kind of coming of age feeling is really potent at this age. But with acting, you're there, you're back, you're in a graduation cap, looking down a school hallway, and get to tap into what that actually felt like, rather than trying to preserve it in a sound. So it was a very visceral experience that took me back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Acting is new to a lot of us,
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like I've been playing music since I was 2, and the boys have been doing it since a very young age as well, and so it's like that's very familiar ground. And anytime we were doing music scenes, it kind of puts you in a place of like, like this is the familiar territory. And acting is so new that it's just it's so awesome to have like a fresh experience like that, in a way that a lot of us never thought we would. I certainly never considered being an actor before this. So not that I am now, but I'm getting there.
It's always fun learning new skills, right?
Yeah.
And acting is like totally a new skill, and still one that I'm trying to add to every day, right? But it's also been fun to grow the music too, because I mean, to Zende's point, we've all been playing music for forever, but I mean, I've learned so much from these guys, and I think almost the biggest improvement I've had, at least in my own musical journey, has been through this project too. So I mean, I know I've got a long way to go as well. So it's been fun to kind of grow these things and have them intertwine in fun ways. Excited to see where it goes.
Well, I just want to say congratulations on the series, guys. It was great getting to
Thank you.
Talk
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you
Have a
so
wonderful
much.
day.
Appreciate you.